cop. There's the case that makes you. Gives you that leg up. Gets you recognized as the shining new star in the squad. The case that you saw that shows that you have the gumption, the gung-ho, the get up and go to make you stand out from your average rank-and-file patrolman.
Later, nerd!
This could be the one, Cole.
Okay. Oh!
LAPD, could you stand clear of the body, please? Has anyone called an ambulance?
We've called an ambulance and the police, but I'm afraid he's dead.
Okay, stand further back and move along. It's your choice, but make it quick, people.
Hey, Cole.
The guy's dead.
You got here quick.
My beat crosses 7th Street.
Okay. You're first reporting then. We'll get a perimeter going and move the crowd on. You better see what you can find out before the homicide dicks show up.
Homicide
In a moment.
dicks!
Just awful. Why can't we get any closer?
Everybody stay back. Let us do our job.
Soap, you know.
What? Grip the body to roll it over. Hurt. Oh man, dude. Your tie sucks. Ooh, there's a note. Damn. Oh, I gotta grab it with the other one.
What are we waiting for?
Bank of Arcadia.
C. Galetta. Layaway receipt. Pearl earrings. Made out to Bank of Arcadia.
Alright, cool. Now what? This guy doesn't look so good. I think he's dead. What do you think? What'd I do with the note? Must have disappeared when I set it down. I don't think there's anything else I can do here. I guess we'll go in the building. Hey, lady. What the F just happened? Whoa, there's stuff over here.
Shell casings. These look like 32s.
God, I hate this interface.
I'm Officer Phelps.
Whoa, I'm really
here
close
about
to
the
you.
shooting. Did you know the victim?
He was my boss, Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage's first name.
Everett.
And you are?
Galleta. Clovis Galleta.
Hey, look, I can ask questions now.
Do you think you could tell me exactly what happened, miss?
I look around the shops at lunch. I was in a store when Mr. Gage, my boss, bursts in yelling that I'm late on my lunch.
And?
We came back. I was angry. I walked in front. I heard shots. I turned and saw Mr. Gage fall.
He's just really telling the truth. Choose the interrogation tactic. Look at the selection. Good. What kind of selections are these? Huh? I think she's lying. So should I pick bad cop or good cop? Like, why don't they just have I think you're telling the truth or I think you're lying? I don't understand.
And you don't know who shot Gage or why?
no, officer.
A man is dead, Miss Scaletta, and it's a criminal offense to lie to a police officer. I ought to take you downtown.
Get out! Get out right now! Send in one of the other policemen if you must, but I won't say another word to you.
Okay, this is stupid. Why do they have to say good cop and bad cop versus she's lying or the truth? Just like they did in the original game. Why did they change that? Doesn't even make sense. Okay, now what?
Cole, we got things to do.
Hey, I think I see a body.
FN Browning, serial number 01138. Might need to run it by a gun store.
We have the murder weapon?
But no murderer. Girl saw it all, but she clammed up on me. We could trace the gun.
Eagleson's gun store's a couple blocks from here.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Tate, maintain the perimeter.
Dude, you said a couple of blocks last time, and it was not a couple of blocks. You know that? You said a couple of blocks last time, and it wasn't a couple of blocks. It was basically across the entire city. Look, this is not a couple of blocks. We're here. This is basically half a freaking mile. Learn what a couple of blocks means, dude. Like, that is not a couple of blocks. A couple means two. A couple means two.
I thought this was such a nice area.
Okay, anyway.
What are we waiting for?
I guess we're going in a car yet again, and... Oh, wait, maybe we can get... Can we get on... Maybe we can get in the way you got your partner to drive last time was... No, you can't do it. You can't do it. I'm gonna try it, though. I'm gonna try. I remember how you got your partner to drive last time. It was by getting in the car on the passenger side.
Just awful. Why can't we get any closer?
Nope. No such luck. We apparently have to drive. Because basically, if you don't drive, I'm guessing there's like no content. That's my guess. So, okay, we go up. Where are we? Where are we? What are we? Are we facing? Okay, let's go up to Flower Street. I guess go up 2 streets. Turn right, go 1, 2, 3 streets, and then turn right again. So go up 2 streets, turn right, 1, 2, 3 streets, turn right, and then a lot of streets. Right past Main. Okay, we can do this. Easy peasy. I gotta turn the car on. It does help. 2 streets, 3 streets, and a lot of streets. Let's try to be a good driver this time. What do you say? Hey! You pulled out in front of me, buddy! Wait, is it the street I want? It was 2, right? So this is the street I want. Yes, this was the street I want. Okay.
You want me to keep tabs on the path of destruction?
Oh my god. Now I don't know what way I'm facing. Okay, when you get in an accident, it's stupid. It just blacks out the screen and you don't know where you are. What way am I facing? Okay, so a little bit. Okay, 3 streets. Okay. One. 2. And this is 3. Up here. 3. Turn the car, dude! Then like 8 streets. Okay, let's check. Where am I? Okay, I got 1, 2, 3, 4 streets. Okay. Alright. Two. 3. And 4. Where is it? Okay, gun store, gun store, gun store. I see a baker. I see a liquor store. I see a... I don't see a gun store.
I gotta have it.
Is that a gun store? Hey, is that the same dude?
That price is outrageous.
Officers Phelps and Dunn, sir. Wilshire Division.
Not the same dude.
We need you to trace the serial number.
Looking gun store, though.
What's the make and model?
FN Browning, model 1922. The serial number is 01138.
You don't say. Well, I didn't sell it. Europeans love them, but it's pretty rare you find one over here. Although I did have one in here a couple of weeks back.
Remember the owner?
Yeah. Caillou. Edgar Caillou was his name. Thing looked like he'd never been fired, but he brought it in here for cleaning anyway. Then he bought a box of cartridges and he left.
Do you know where we can find Mr. Caillou?
Told me he was on his lunch break. Said he worked at Hartfield's jewelry store just up on Broadway.
Thanks for your help.
Oh my god. Alright. No! Stop doing that! See, he just got into the car. He got into the car. We don't have any options. We have to drive. Okay, it's right here. Oh, we can set a I think we can set a right trigger to set a custom destination. Oh, we can do that. Maybe we can use warp to do that. I don't know. Worth a try. Right? It worked! Oh my god. We figured out tech. We figured out tech to make this game easier.
Officer Cole Phelps, are you Edgar Kalu?
No. Mr. Kalu is out back. He said he'd lie down. I'll buzz him for you.
Son of a bitch! Go, Cole, go!
Okay, I wasn't supposed to go out there. Alright, good to know. Oh, I have to go behind the counter. Okay. No! These controls suck so much.
Officer Cole Phelps, are you Edgar Kalu?
No. Mr. Kalu is out back. He said he'd lie down. I'll buzz him for you.
Son of a bitch! Go, Cole, go!
Oh, we're doing this again, huh? Another fight. Alright. I can't punch him with chat. Well, I can, but... Get wrecked! Dude! Got him.
Edgar Kalu, you're under arrest for the murder of Everett Gage.
My, battery chargy thingy got out when I was punching. Trying to put it back without eyes. I succeeded. Hey, it's you.
God's mill may grind slowly, but it grinds finely, son. I hear it's you who knocked down Malefactor from the shooting yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Then tell me, Boyle, I hear you're quite the climber, a man of initiative. How would you like a chance at smiting this man with the sword of justice?
You're asking me to conduct the interview, sir?
I am, young Phelps. You've only been with us a short time, and you've assembled yourself a stellar arrest record. Not to mention the fine work you did in the war, sending heathens back to the hell they came from. But I'm curious as to whether you can turn your hand to interrogation. Takes a certain animal cunning, lad. Do you think you might be ready for that?
Yes, sir. I think I am.
Good man. You need many things for a conviction, young Phelps. A motive, opportunity, hard evidence, and best of all, a confession. If you fail in the former, you can always use a modicum of violence to obtain the latter. How are you feeling, lad?
Fine, sir.
What's up with you?
Very good. The evidence is overwhelming. May the cat eat him and the cat be eaten by the devil.
Dude, you're really close.
Bring me a confession, young Phelps. This is your chance. Don't fail me.
What's up, dude? You drink...
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
You drink
a lawyer
coffee
can't
with your
help you,
nose?
Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that.
Oh, my notebook.
Let's talk about the shooting.
Yeah.
Do you deny shooting Everett Gage?
I'm a businessman. I run a jewelry store. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure my lawyer can clear all this up.
You blew a man out of his socks over an empty grudge, you son of a bitch. Do you think I have sympathy for you?
That's the way. Keep needling me. Try the rough stuff, and my lawyer will be making an official complaint. I've just got to keep my mouth shut and watch you run around in circles. We're done. Unless you want to keep making a schmuck of yourself.
You disappoint me, Cole Phelps.
This is so stupid.
Get back in there and raise some lumps, boy! I need a confession!
This is so dumb. They've corrupted this game so much.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu.
Oh,
You shot a
this
man
is so
dead in cold
dumb.
blood. You're going to have to pay for that.
Like, what the hell? You just pick good cop or bad cop. You don't even choose if they're lying or not.
Let's talk about the shooting. Do you deny shooting Everett Gage?
I'm a businessman. I run a jewelry store. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure my lawyer can clear all this up.
So it's not. So this is not about even lying or not lying. This is just.
Come on, Mr. Kalu. Make this easier on yourself. Get it off your conscience.
You think I'm stupid? You think I'll just do whatever you want because you're a nice guy? I've just got to keep my mouth shut and watch you run around in circles. We're done. Unless you want to keep making a schmuck of yourself.
You disappoint me, Cole Phelps.
Get back in there and raise some lumps, boy!
What
I need a
the
confession!
F is happening right now?
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that.
Oh. How do I go back? How do I go back? Oh no! How do I go back? Oh, there we go.
Let's talk about the shooting. Do you deny shooting Everett Gage?
I'm a businessman. I run a jewelry store. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure my lawyer can clear all this up.
I guess we accuse.
You deny owning a Browning pistol, serial number 01138.
I owned a gun, yes, but it was stolen in a burglary a couple years ago. You can't prove I used my gun on Gage.
You had the gun cleaned and bought a new box of ammunition. The store owner remembers you and where you worked.
Is that so? It's amazing what the nebbishes will recall when it suits them.
Let's change the subject. You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Gage was a Jew hater. Get it off your chest.
Gage and his kind are pathetic. I've just got to keep my mouth shut and watch you run around in circles.
This is so
unless you want to keep making a schmuck of yourself.
stupid. This is the dumbest thing.
You
What
disappoint
did
me,
he
Cole
do in
Phelps.
this game?
Get back in there and raise some lumps, boy! I need a confession!
I'm so mad.
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr.
This
Kalu.
wasn't this bad.
You shot a
in
man
LA
dead in cold
Noire.
blood. You're going to have to pay for that. Let's talk about the shooting. Do you deny shooting Everett Gage?
I'm a businessman. I run a jewelry store. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure my lawyer can clear all this up.
You deny owning a Browning pistol, serial number 01138.
I owned a gun, yes, but it was stolen in a burglary a couple years ago. You can't prove I used my gun on Gage.
You had the gun cleaned and bought a new box of ammunition. The store owner remembers you and where you worked.
Is that so? It's amazing what the nebbishes will recall when it suits them.
Let's change the subject. You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I gotta go bad cop, I think.
You left-wing leaning parasite. You expect me to sit here and listen to your drivel?
You call me that? You sit there and you call me those names, you goddamn goy putt snatcher? You and that stump Gage!
Why did you do it, Mr. Kalu?
Gage. He's in the Chamber of Commerce. He's in with all those momsers. He blocked every proposal I ever put forward. Kike this and kike that. He's been trying to ruin my business for years.
Edgar Kalu, I'm charging you with the first-degree murder of Everett Gage. I respect your beliefs and your right to hold them. I hope for your sake the jury can commute to murder in the second degree. May God have mercy on you, sir.
That was dumb.
Masterfully done, Officer
Dumb.
Phelps. It is just, Officer Phelps. Isn't it, lad?
Yes, sir.
Then let me have a word with the Chief of Police, young Phelps.
You can't see
The department
me.
needs heroes. A shining, honest face the public can admire. I applaud a man with your talent for unwavering justice.
Stop
Back to your duties for
poking
now,
me.
boy. But here's a piece of advice.
Stop poking
Get yourself
me.
2 suits, get them pressed. You'll be needed.